Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at Nightwing Compendium 1, A Night in Bloodhaven. Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I'm your host, Brent, and today we're taking a look at this new DC Compendium. This is Volume 1, or Compendium 1 of Nightwing. It's called A Night in Bloodhaven. What is in this? This is massive. Well, it'll run you $59.99, and it collects the first Nightwing miniseries 1 through 4, which they call Volume 1. Then you have Volume 2, which is the main series that ran before New 52, right? 1 through 25, 1 million, Nightwing Annual number 1, Wizard, 1/2, Nightwing, Nightwing and Huntress 1 through 4, Green Arrow, 2 issues of that, Volume 2, featuring as a crossover with Connor Hawke, Robin, Volume 2, number 55, Detective Comics 723 to 725, so 3 issues there, and Detective Comics 1 million. So 2 1 million issues in this book, and that's mainly because this is Batman 1 million at the end of this, coming into the regular DC universe, and Nightwing interacting with him. There he is right there. Boom. So, what's in this? Well, I just told you. I have not read this stuff. So I can't say if it's good or not. It comes highly recommended, though. Comes highly recommended. This is a matte cover, and it's got a nice kind of semi-gloss but matte feeling paper on the inside. This is that first miniseries starts out with Nightwing in the gold suit like we saw him in Night's End and the Nightfall crossover, right? This is artwork by Greg Land before he started tracing everybody. And then we get the Nightwing with the ponytail. And then eventually in the regular series when Scott McDaniel takes over for the main art. I think he does lose the ponytail at some point, right? So it's kind of gone here. So that's nice. Yeah, I've never read this stuff. I'm interested to read it. I think it lays over pretty good. But yeah, lots of Scott McDaniel artwork in here. I like Scott McDaniel's artwork. He's not for everybody. I think he's very dynamic, and with an acrobatic character like Nightwing, I feel like that is going to make this book be a whole lot of fun. The last stuff that I read of his was, I think continuously, was the Green Arrow run he was doing with Judd Winnick post 1 year later. I think I've read a lot of that, and I don't know if I read all of the Green Arrow stuff he did, but I would love for DC to do these compendiums and continue them on. I mean, frickin' Spawn has 6 of them, 5 or 6 of them right now. All those are at 50 issues each. This one's pretty close to that. It's got 43 or 45 issues because you got to count all the crossovers, and there's 2 4-issue miniseries plus 25 plus an annual. So you're running about 43 issues. So if they did a Compendium 2 and it didn't have a bunch of crossovers and things like that, you would be able to get pretty substantially into the run from 26 probably through, number 50 through number 60 maybe. I don't know what all they would want to include. But yeah, loads of Scott McDaniel artwork in here. And McDaniel, this is the thing I feel like is not for everybody, is his style is so energetic. It's a little loose in places, and he tends to do these big curved panels or cockeyed and big thick borders and stuff, but that is his style, and that's what makes it so much fun to read half the time. He also later on after this did a run, that's not McDaniel, this must be the Nightwing Huntress stuff. I wonder who draws this. McDaniel did a run, this is by Greg Land, there you go, and Bill Sienkiewicz, that's cool, with the Batman, or I think it's Detective Comics with Brubaker. Or no, the Batman with Brubaker, that's his stuff. So he's all over the Batman murderer and fugitive storyline there. And then I think after that run is when he joined the Green Arrow team for that extended run with Judd Winnick. But yeah, this must be here's the Green Arrow stuff. Yep, Connor Hawke, Green Arrow. Like I said, he was Green Arrow at the time. And then you do have some Cataclysm tie-ins in here. I do remember reading these, or not this particular one, but later on towards this page through it already. And the Cataclysm tie-ins are in the back here, where basically Gotham has a giant earthquake and Dick decides to go help, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. here's your 1 in a million issues and all that stuff. Batman 1 million. It's kind of a cool design. I have a Funko Pop of him actually, and you can see that opening on the channel. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. It lays over pretty good, honestly. Not bad. Flat on a table, like that's probably the best way to read it, you know, if you're reading it for a long period of time. But if you're just going to read an issue or two, I bet you can hold it. This is certainly lighter than those Invincible compendiums, which I held on my lap last year when I was sick and had COVID for like an entire week. I read through all 3 of those. This definitely feels lighter than that, so that's good. I think the paper's a little bit thinner. Maybe that helps. But yeah, I'm excited to read it. Hopefully when they do a volume 2, they don't switch up the cover like the Starman volumes. Starman Volume 1, Compendium 1 had this nice, had a matte cover, just like this one. And then for Volume 2, they went to a glossy cover for some reason. So they kind of stick out like sore thumbs next to each other. So if they're doing more Nightwing Compendiums, I hope they do. There's a reason they call it 1. Then they've got to stick with the style. Notice there was no, I don't think the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner Compendium had Compendium 1 on it. So there's a Robin Compendium 1 coming out very soon this year. Hopefully we see at least one of these per year, you know, to get this classic Nightwing run on it. I mean, this was like his first real series was this run. So there you have it. It's all written by Chuck Dixon, by the way, who's a phenomenal writer. Denny O'Neil, Devin Grayson helping out in there. But yeah, Chuck Dixon in the 90s, he was hard to beat on the Bat titles, honestly. He wrote a lot of good stories, and some of them are written in here. So there's my overview quickly of Nightwing Compendium 1. Let me know what you think of this book down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.